liberate, immediate. Mukti means, it is described in the Srimad Bhagavatam, mukti hitya annatha rupam sarupena avasthit. If you understand that you are eternal servant of Krishna, that is mukti. And so long you are thinking that you are master of something, that is bondage. This is the difference between mukti and bondage. Bondage means to think of becoming master, I am the lord of this universe, or I am trying to become a lord or master. This is bondage. And when you fully understand Krishna and become engaged in his service, that is mukti. So for a devotee, there is no question of mukti. A devotee is already mukta. Why? Krishna says, aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayami. Immediately, as soon as you surrender to me, immediately I give you protection. You are awaiting some fruitive result of your past karma. That is bondage. You have to take birth and you have to serve according to that karma. That from that position you are immediately liberated. Aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayami. Then you are mukta. So if you remain in the position to serve Krishna, then you are always mukta. Mukti mukulitanjali sevate asma. A great devotee, Billamangal Thakur, he said, this mukti, mukulitanjali, with folded hands, she is standing at my door. What can I do for you? Maid servant. So devotee is not after mukti, because they are already muktas. Sarvapadhi vinirmuktam tat parastena nirmalam. He is already nirmal, without a tinge of material mode. Therefore he is able to serve Krishna. Rishikena rishikesha sevanam bhakti richata. So Krishna personally instructing Bhagavad Gita to understand him, so we should take advantage of this. Otherwise we are missing this opportunity, this human form of life. Krishna is not teaching Bhagavad Gita to some cats and dogs. He is teaching to the most influential person, Imagaraja Sayovidu. The Bhagavad Gita is meant for the Rajarsi, very rich, opulent, at the same time saintly person. Formerly all the kings were Rajarsi, Raja and Rishi combined together. So the Bhagavad Gita is not meant for the lower class. It is to be understood by the heads of the society. Jat jat acharati srestha tat tad eva itare jana. So those who are claiming to be the leaders of the society, they must learn Bhagavad Gita, how to become practical and actual leader. Then the society will be benefited. And if we follow the instruction of Bhagavad Gita and Krishna, then all problems will be solved. It is not a sectarian religious sentiment or fanaticism. It is not that. It is a science, social science, political science, cultural science. Everything is there. So our request is that every one of you become a guru. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's order. He wants that everyone must become a guru. How? That he says, Amar agnay guru haiya taro eides. Jare dakho tare kaho Krishna upadesh. This is Guru. Suppose you are family members, so many living entities, your sons, your daughters, your daughter-in-law, the children, you can become their Guru. Exactly like this you can sit down in the evening and talk about Bhagavad Gita. Jare dakho tare kaho Krishna upadesh. You haven't got to manufacture something. The instruction is there. You simply repeat and let them hear. You become Guru. It is not difficult at all. So that is our preaching. We do not want to become alone Guru, but we want to preach in such a way that the chief man or any man, he can become Guru, and his surrounding, anyone can do that. Even a coolie, he can also. He has got family, he has got friends. So, even though he is illiterate, he can hear the instruction of Krishna and he can preach the same. This we want. And we invite all respectable gentlemen, leaders, to learn this. It is very simple. Manmana bhava mad bhakta madhyaji mang namaskuru. And by executing this order of Krishna, he assures, Mame vaishyasi, you come to me. Jadgatyana nivartanti tadhama paramam mama. Taktadi hang punarjanmanaiti mamiti kauntya. Very easy thing. So our only request is, the leaders of the society should take up the teachings of Bhagavad Gita very seriously, learn himself and teach to others. That is Krishna consciousness movement. It is not at all difficult, it is very easy, everyone can do it. But the result will be that as soon as you understand, people understand Krishna, Janma karma me dibbam jo janati tattvata. Anyone who understands Krishna, the result is taktadeham punarjanmanaiti. After giving up this body, he does not accept any more material body. He stays in his spiritual identity and enjoys the society of Krishna. That is Vrindavan. Gopijana Vallabha. Krishna Vrindavan means that Krishna is the center. He is the lovable object of everyone. The gopis, the cowherds' boys, the calves, the cows, the trees, the fruits, flowers, the father, mother, everyone is attached to Krishna. That is Vrindavan. So this is the replica, this Vrindavan, and there is real Vrindavan. This is also real. In the absolute, there is no difference. But for our understanding, there is original Vrindavan. Chintamani prakara sadmasu kalvavrikkalakkhabriti susuraveera vipalayantam Lakshmi sahasra sata samrama sevamanam govindamadi purisam tamam bhajami venum kandantang aravinda dalayathaksam varahavatang samasitam buddhasundarangam kandatva koti kamaniya visesa sobham govinda. This is the description. Goloka, Vrindavan. So there is dham, antastu koti satavatsa, beyond this material world. So, if we like, we can go there. Majjajinopi janti ma. Krishna says. You can go to the heart planetary system, janti deva brata devan, pitrin janti vitri brata, bhute ja janti bhute. Majjajinopi janti ma. If you are preparing to go to some other better planet, that is the chance in the human being. But if you live like cats and dogs, then where is promotion, where is Krishna, and where is Golok Bhajan? Everything is spoiled. So our only request is don't spoil your time, valuable time. Be prepared for being transferred to Krishna, and the method is described in the Bhagavad Gita. Take to it and be benefited. Thank you very much.